really all I can do. There's not much else I can do. Now, if your elbow's in like you're supposed to, you're going to nail him. If the elbow's out, he's got you. And it's nothing but a single leg tackle, head inside, and you literally knock the guy on his butt, because the first thing that hits him is my head. Now, if you don't tuck your head in stance, I know I'm talking all a lot, you guys don't get to do all this stuff, but there's a lot of serious wrestling besides just going through the hole. If you don't tuck your head, what do you think you will do? You will turn your head as you come in. You turn your head because you don't want to hit him square because you hurt your neck. But if your head's tucked, you don't care. You're not going to hurt your head. So if your head's tucked and you grab my head and I tie up your elbow like I want, this hand, outside hand, right, maximum length. This hand just covers it. And like that, what comes here and all this stuff. When I do that, it's supposed to be elbow. The elbow's tight. Now, he can take this arm away from me, but which way does he have to go to do it? Up. That's the only direction he can go to get his hand away. Is he not exposed? Am I not going to shoot? You ain't a burden, baby. I'm coming in there as hard and fast as I can. It may not be perfect, it's good enough. There ain't nothing perfect. Elbow tie up here. This is good enough. One hand against one hand, that's no good. Two hands against one. If I'm not stronger than he is now, I better run like that, rehearsing. Now, stuck that right in there. Now, you don't feel good. Now, you're going to grab my elbow. I'm going to lower my level. I don't throw this arm out on my lower. I go underneath it. You can't get any more basic than that. You can't get any more real than that either. Because everybody grabs heads. And you know what? I don't see anybody doing anything. Guys grab heads, you grab heads. It's taught, I guess. I want you to grab my head, because when you grab my head, you're reaching over me. The way I'm going to do you, you're reaching over me. And if I'm under you, I'm going to shoot. Now we can start adding something to this too. We can start creating motion. We can create motion and make it so easy that you feel bad doing it. But first of all, I want you to do this from a dead start. Now I don't like dead shot singles, except in this position here, the dead shot single is so close that you can't even hardly, you only need to create motion. If you're going to learn to create motion, but that's the number one decision on a single leg. But since I'm trying to make you understand what I mean now about beating people what you do, you tell me when you go home, is there anybody here that's not wrestling by grab your head?
You know, Doug,
yeah.
You know, you said, and what you said is absolutely true. I don't think people teach retie. I just don't think anybody teaches not to retie when a guy beats you to the head. I talked about that last night a little bit, you know, that if I beat you to the tie, I'm going to do one set of things. If you beat me to the tie, you know, we spend a lot of time in our practice at the college here, because we get so many North Carolina kids that want to tie heads up and retie heads up, that we probably spend, in the early season, we probably spend 30 minutes a day just clearing the head.
Yeah, you got to learn how. You just have to learn how, because people are going to grab your head. See, you talk about clearing the head. That's just another. I'm not clearing the head here exactly, except I am clearing when I go underneath it, but I'm making a single out of it because of the situation I'm in. It's just a good place to do a single. Now, if I'm going to make a single out of it, I'm going to lead with the leg under the arm. Now you say, you don't want this leg forward because he might grab it with that hand. I hope he does. What's the mistake he just made? What mistake did he make? If I'm here and he goes down there, what did he just do wrong? He reached down and left something up. That's a sin, fellows. I might not be a Olympic champion today had a guy not done that. I believe he did that. 6-time world champion made that stupid mistake and it cost him this.
There's his picture right on the wall.
There's, not that I'm trying to brag about, but he never got out of that position. Because when he reached down, I looked him over and just squeezed him until he couldn't breathe anymore. I knew it pissed him off. I didn't want him to go. Okay? So, I'm telling you, if he reaches down, which I hope he does, put him on a box because he made a mistake. We'll do that. But that's, and some guys will want to do that. But normally, If they do, you almost hope they do. They just walk around. Right now, what I want is you grab your head. Now, supposedly, a man should grab your head with the idea of blocking you off with his elbow. That's the idea of grabbing the head. A lot of guys tired with the elbow sticking out here almost straight. I'd like to have the elbow bent. I want it bent down here against me like he thinks it's good. So if he hasn't bent it for me, I'll bend it for him. I'll put it there. Because it makes it, I can put my elbows in now. Now hips are under. Why? Because if they're back, what's he going to do? He's going to pull my face back to the mat. Now I got to put my hands down to keep my head bent. That's where bad stance comes in. If my hips are under me, he can't do that. He can't do that. Now when I lower my level, he can't take his leg back now. My hand is caught his tendon. He cannot take his leg back. The next thing hits him is my head. This hand knee, this hand heel, this hand head hits him. Boom, boom, boom. And he just landed on his butt. Now, he has a tough time changing this because of the positions he's in. He's holding me, and I'm holding him, so his feet have to be under him. So everything's there. So just give you an idea of where we're coming from, when I teach you, when I tell you, let's beat people to what they're doing. Every one of you guys is going to go home, and they're going to grab your head. Now let's hope they do. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go home hoping they grab your head. Now, I was sorry with you last night. I told you guys they had a firearm in 64 and they almost took an hour and a half. But I'll guarantee you, Coach is talking to you. Now, I guarantee I know Coach wants to know that he probably told you or said it or somewhere that the best wrestling you're ever going to learn is basic wrestling. Simple, easy, and basic. Fellas, if it's hard to do, it probably isn't any good. Now that's the way I feel. I don't mean it. You can argue with it. There's no argument with it. I have to believe the way I believe in order to sell what I have to sell. I got to make you believe in it. If I don't believe in it, how can I make you believe in it? Simple, easy, and basic wrestling is what wins, and it's what's going to continue winning. It's what has won as long as I can remember. And I've been in this sport for 52 years, and that's a hell of a long time. Even a total idiot's going to learn something. Just I should have been in it. Swing a golf club, like a tiger works. And it opens. A little more money in. Any questions here? All right. Get your partner. I want him to tie your head up. I want your elbow. I want you to suck his elbow against your shoulder. I want you to have your elbows in, your head tucked, your hips under you. Lead with the leg under the arm. You got tied up.
Don't let him get ear to ear with you.
Okay, so grab his head, you tie his elbow up. Now lead with the leg under the arm.
That's it.
That's the elbow in your chest. You want your head inside. Yeah, you want to think it inside. Now you lower your level. Right now. Head inside.
Guys, remember that drill we did last night, so long, 30, 40 minutes, about lowering your level. Doesn't mean you bend over and reach, you drop your butt.
Okay, now look a second. Look up a second. Look up a second. When he ties your head, you tie his arm. Now I want you to lead with the leg under the arm. I hope you go for that leg with that hand. Why? Because you're reaching down and this arm is up. And you cannot do anything if you can't take this arm down with you. If he goes down and gets my heel, I don't care. I'm going to go behind you. So don't be afraid to do this. So you do like this now. See, now you've been over. I want to be there. Now I'm not been over. The hips are underneath. Now when I single leg, the head goes where? Inside. If you want to hit a double, I'm going to leave the other way. Say, well, he's going to grab this leg. I don't care. I come in there. Hit it outside, just twist it up. So it makes a difference which leg you lead. But right now, leave with the leg under the arm, you got to hold it. Okay, let's go. Look, head inside, Pat. Head inside.
Now, you got any kind of bend over? Get back.
This way. Feel good there. Feel good.
I can't do much in my head here. I gotta go back like me.
Now, when you got your own
Go
phone,
here.
lower level, go.
Right here. Don't do my shoulder. And hard for you to.
Yeah, I would try to do this.
Now,
I come here.
shot.
Yeah, lower level.
Right.
I shoot with this here.
On the shot.
Here's what this is. Hit it. I catch you, block you, hit you. Boom, boom, boom.
Put your elbow in.
You just feel it. I don't hang on to it, I both hands on the hip, because when I do that, it takes me down kind of low.
Yeah.
But I don't get to come forward.
Get me in here.
Wait a minute. You right-handed? I'm not tired right-handed. Here, now. There you go. I'll leave with your left leg. Now, do you think he gets that leg?
There you go. Yeah, tie it up tight.
Now, you kick the
Hold
here.
your level and tackle.
There you go. Now, leave a little more to the head. Once you do it, you can't get it. Now, lower your level. Boom, there it is.
Put your head there.
See, try to see you there.
Now,
Tell me, Travis, I'm sorry.
Pete. You just not that
You
you
don't
like
know,
this.
start again. You see your elbow was out?
Okay.
You don't realize it.
This
Take
tie
it
up here.
Let me have this
Just
second.
tie this arm. That was under, and get it that close. I don't have to be a real quick shot here. You know what I'm doing? Level
Take
change.
your elbow in. Now what I do is here, you see? That's why you want the arm in.
Now,
So you make it,
force your head this way just a little bit.
make it happen.
No, not under, you don't want it under, it'll snap your
If
head.
I'm this way,
Okay, it was here.
pull that way. Mom, just look one back.
Just lower your
I'll
back.
guarantee you. Let's
Put your nose in
Exactly.
the numbers and tackle. There you
Go
go.
even leg,
What could be simpler?
even further. No, leave leg. Stick it in there. Go your feet, stick there. Now lower your level. Now snag your knee with that hand. Okay,
That's it.
okay. Now snag your knee,
Okay.
block the foot,
Yeah, I'm right.
push the hand in. Don't
Okay.
hang on to the knee after I block the foot.
Almost step on his toe.
Don't need to.
When he ties you up.
Got me? You don't need to.
Guys, some of you guys are too far away. You know, I like to wrestle Greco, and I like underhooks and 2-on-1s. But any of these tie-up situations, I'm vertically challenged. You know, that's a fancy way of saying I'm too short for my weight. But I love, and because I'm a Greco person, I really even like to get here when guys are tying up with me. I like this position. You don't have to get that close, but most of you, like Doug said, you're trying to do everything from out here. If you got this arm control, man, step on his toe if you want to. Get close. Now you don't even have to penetrate very much. It's just a nice easy level change.
You've already penetrated.
And look, again, because like Pete, you're over here and you're like that turtle coming out of the shell. Okay, I got all Americans on my team. The only place I can beat them now is if they get that head out.
What's that? Yeah. Feet.
Pete's right there. That's that. That's Pete. Get here. In here. Okay. Step on his toe. You know, make the referee tell you to get off of this stuff.
You know what, if a person does this to me, you know what I would do to counter this? Just so you understand something. You know what I do here? I'm going to try to beat your instincts now, because otherwise we got a problem. I'm going to turn my back on you. You grab me around arms every time.
Every time.
And I'm gone.
We scored a lot of points doing a little 360 out there.
Because I can't really get out of that without exposing myself. Anything I do here to get out of this, expose myself. That exposes myself. This exposes myself. This exposes myself. This exposes myself with control. Because I know he's going to reach around my waist. And when he does, I block him off. I force him to reach where? What are we doing here? We're forcing you to reach over. So he grabs my head. If you don't leave it under me, he's over.
If I'm reaching over, I can't defend my legs, period. These are my two favorite positions in wrestling to start with, okay? Look at both of them. How vulnerable is my left leg? He can't get to my left leg without giving me points. Okay, so don't be afraid to do exactly what Doug told us. Get here, you know, make your neck disappear.
What I'm trying to do with you, the coach is Greco-Roman and I'm not. And he knows that, I'm not Greco-Roman. I don't teach Greco-Roman because I'm a freestyle thinker. And I think we're doing better right now in Greco-Roman than we've ever done before because we're teaching Greco-Roman to be Greco-Roman. Is that not true?
Yeah. But Greco helps my college guys.
Yeah. But my big, we might as well have this out right now. My biggest problem with Greco in freestyle, coach style, is that you don't throw very many good men. True?
True.
And if you go out there thinking you're going to throw a good man, you're going to have a hard one to go to the hole. Now, if the throw's there, you do it. But if you try to force it, probably won't get you. So you use a position in all of the Greco-Roman to make your folk stop better.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is Greco, most college guys get real uncomfortable if they find themselves in a Greco position.
Yeah, because they're looking for you throwing all the time, so they're changing it, yeah. But you don't see, in fact, let me tell you this, I probably said this to you, Zach, or Travis, and Zach, I might have said that to you. If I went away to a camp, and I've been to a lot, and I say, okay, fellas, what do you guys want to work on? What do you think everybody wants to work on? Throws. Every time. Well, first of all, I'm not the man to teach you throws. I know some. But the throws I know are from positions we get into all the time, and okay, here it is, we're good. But I'm not basically a Greco-Roman go out and tie up and try to throw you, because I was not taught that way. In fact, the first time I wrestled Greco-Roman, I went out there against a Hungarian kid who was about 6'6". And when the Hungarian wrestled, when the Hungary had the revolution, all those Hungarians came over here, a lot of them were wrestlers. And as soon as he reached to throw me, I shot him, I hit him with a single leg, and I stuffed him under a timer's table. But we didn't even know the rules one day. They brought me back and said, now, little boy, you can't touch legs. You can't shoot on legs. I said, yeah, I know, but you can't tell my mind that. I didn't even think about my mind did all that. So you had to learn all this stuff that you can't do. But when I told this, I said there was not one single throw in the state tournament in Ohio. 52 matches. There was not one single throw in the finals of the Nationals. There was not one single throw in the Olympics. There was one in the World Cup. Well, to me, that's a low percentage situation. And yet, I still like to learn the throws, but learn from somebody who teaches me, but I'm the wrong person. I'll show you the throws that I think that I teach you for folk style. Because there's some throws I think you need to know. Over and under, double over, 2-on-1, bum elbows. There's throws. Side headlock, head and arm and head. But they have a practical position. And other than that, if you want to learn some throws, talk to Coach. Because he's more Greco-Roman oriented than I am, but I don't think he knows about it. I'm not Greco-Roman. When I was wrestling, the best Greco-Roman wrestler was the second best freestyler. That's the way it was. If you were the second best freestyler, you went in Greco-Roman and you got your butt wet. Okay, now listen to me. You all know guys don't grab your head, aren't you? Okay, we tie their elbow up. With our elbows touching us, make sure your elbow's touching you. Lower your level. Snag his leg. Now I'm coming underneath, head's tucked, I block, and I post. Because I don't need that hand on the knee anymore. Which keeps me a little higher on the hips and I can run on top. And I'll be right into a cradle. As soon as you hit, I'm right into a cradle. Question? Lead with the leg. You guys are still thinking that he's going to grab your knee so you're bending over. You hope he grabs your knee. We'll get into it in just a minute. Let's go. Here we go.
Head to the wrong side.
Your arms are tied.
But, you know, the biggest better. We guys spend so much time on short tracks.
Yeah. It's
Front headlocks.
Other hand first.
You bring this one back here.
Now.
We can't get off. Yeah.
Now drop. Up post. There you go. And you do it just that speed until you get the movement down, and then you speed it up. Let's see you do it. Try it. Now, whoop, whoop, yeah, get that leg forward. There you go. Yeah, that's good. Even further if you can. No, whoop, that's too high. Lower your level at your hips. See, look, here's what you did there. Take a look at me. You did this right here, and you did this. Go right on down. Right on down with your hips under you.
Not bad, Travis.
Now, there you go. Now,
Just
snag,
step with the foot that's out.
post. There you go.
Wherever foot's out,
Feel that?
that's what you step with.
Just,
In this case, get your toe, Adam, get your toe closer to the hips. He can't hurt you there now. Now, level change, snag, and drive. There you go.
okay.
It's sharp, about 90 miles.
Okay. Okay, back again a second.
90 miles.
We'll work on this again and again and again, because I think it's one of those things. I would say probably,
Get the kids a computer.
everybody out there, don't they?
Then get
Especially
back
here in the
home,
South.
come down.
Yeah. Okay, now, let's just say the inside of your head,
Computer up.
and you got it here, and if you don't feel like going down this hill this time, let's practice this right here. We're gonna take, here, I'm gonna stick the bottom hand out, catch it right here. Okay? Take it to the mat. But also what you learn from here, we'll do the same thing, we'll do the same thing. You know, here, we do, I love what we call it, what I call an arm and head. Everybody knows arm, head and arm, you know. Well, here's an arm and head. Now you just pull up. Nothing pretty about it. Just drive, just hear everything crunching. Look, he'll go. He'll go, he'll score. Just squeeze until it hurts. And he said, wide open. The minute that he grabs your head, he's wide open for that. Okay? First of all, he grabs my head, I tied his elbow. I want to get you like coaches. That's illegal, you know. You can't step on a guy's foot. You used to have a guy that got away with this all the time wrestling. I mean, he was nice and gentle until you come out here and do this. You can't move your foot.
We got some clubs that are teaching that in Greco, coach.
You can't do it though.
No.
It's illegal when you get away with it. Think about it.
Yeah, Chris is not looking, I'm not one, by the way, I'm not one of those coaches that says everything's legal that the referee can't see. I don't teach that way. I believe your ethics are your ethics, your integrity is always your integrity. But I know there are programs that teach stepping on the toe. I don't teach stepping on the toe, but I teach to get as close to it as you can.
Get close to it if you can. If you do have a step on his toe and he calls it, don't argue about it because you were wrong. Because that's part of the honor code as far as I'm concerned. But people will step on your feet, and you can't move your foot. Okay, so let's first of all do this. You grab your head, you touch the elbow. I just take the bottom, the top hand out, bottom hand out. Right here. Just like that. Just rotate your head. Pull your body. Now, I'm going to pull him to the ground. I'm going to go behind him. We have to take him, go behind you on the feet, and then you jack it up. Let's just see you get that motion down, and you either take him to the mat or good and standing. Push you behind him. Here again. Here. Here. Rotate. Feel it? Well, that's what you do.
That's what anglers do every day. Every day.
Oh, you got it.
You know, Eric,
Look. Tie up. Now, the bottom hand comes out.
don't push yourself away.
Now, see, now you're going to move. You're going to move yourself. Tie it in.
And then up here.
Yeah, now, throw your hips into it. There you go. Brandon, see you do it. Whoop, now grab the neck. Grab right behind the head. Just smack you behind the head, because the reason go down. There. I mean, now that's legal. You smack him, man. There's no blow there. There's no blow.
We use a different part of our hand to hit him, but we smack. I like to use the radius, this bone right here, but it doesn't matter. The idea is you're smacking. You hit that visual cortex, and you have to see flash balls.
You can when you learn this, then you're gonna start changing little things. You can, like you said, I'm saying right now, I'm just trying to teach you to make that head go down.
Yeah, it's position and reaction are the most important.
A little more of a hold, sort of like. You feel like you got his neck cupped, got me? Travis, you Travis. Oh, wait, good guy. Travis, you Travis. Travis, you Travis. Okay, so you good. Okay, now change your footing over. Get your stance a little bit more secure under there. You're a little bit back this leg that throws you out back. When you get your stance, fellas. From the good stance, you create good things. From the bad stance, you don't. Period. Here we go. You tighten it up now. Get that foot forward. Get this foot forward. Sure, he can't have it. Now try that elbow tight. Get it underneath. Suck it under there. Now your left hand comes out. Pop your body. There you go. Travis, let's see you do it. Okay, now, you moved before your hand came out, he's going to sense that. He's going to feel that. And he's not going to be there. Okay? Here's what I'm saying. Travis sort of did this in. He's gone. I'm here. I'm here. I'm there before he can feel it. You got me? Jesus. Okay. Go one more time. Now what I want you to do is you have that elbow tied up with two hands. And you have it tied up. And I want your elbows against your side. Question. All right, it's quiet.
Last year, they made a lift.
Which that thing down or what?
We've got just a ton of variations on it, but Eric's gotten good, you know.
Now you should show me the things you do. I like the head and arm, the arm and head real good.
Yeah, well, we call it pinch head, I like that too.
I just call it arm and head, but the other way is the head and arm. Always come into the man as you're doing this. Don't go around him, come right into him. There you go. There you go. And then you just squeeze him, that's all. Just squeeze him. You'll hear bones crunching and everything else. That's his problem. We'll give him a drink, Coach.
I bought some bottled water,
There you go.
Coach.
Huh?
I bought some bottled water.
Oh, you did?
Closer, get
Hey,
closer.
There's one in there.
that's what you held about it, yeah.
Let's see, this is something,
They got no choice.
That was me.
They're gonna be here when they go home tomorrow and work out, they'll be here.
Come here.
So this is where they're gonna learn the rest of it. Here's what's happening to you, you're gonna learn.
I like having here.
And I just want you to understand why, because it's easy for you to criticize when you watch them. They wanna learn how to beat people at what they're doing for 90 days. Then you have to learn all that. So I have to look at more than that, brother.
You know, that's one of the things that I mean, that's an instinct. That guy climbs up and pushes it all, bam, slide by.
You
Whatever.
never wrestled.
You do it
Never
just
wrestled.
quick.
You did.
You do it 3
You
minutes
fought.
quick.
You never wrestled. Okay? But doesn't it even, never having done it, from sitting there listening to it, doesn't make sense.
Oh, yes.
oh yeah.
That's what you want.
See, I did this.
That's it.
So I can watch him and tell him what he's doing
Well,
wrong.
but it's got to make sense.
That's
If
it.
it doesn't, like I said, anything that's hard probably isn't any good.
Going,
Your easiest subjects may be your best teachers.
who's doing it?
When you go to Greece, gotta go with you when
There
you're
you
here.
It
go.
would be a good trip. I haven't been in a long time.
I like Greece. Greece and Poland.
the best friends America has in Europe is all the folks. They love Americans, they don't even know why, but they love America. That's true.
I got a Polish guy that works with me.
Is that not true though?
Oh, yeah.
And they bust their ass.
Oh, he's tough, man. He's tough.
That's it. Don't be afraid to smack. I mean, you two guys are a little more mature.
So we
Don't be afraid.
I agree, but I'm also in Alabama, where my grandparents were.
I got a cousin born in Georgia. Cousin was married,
Let's see it again.
4 or 5 gold stars.
Oh,
Now, you may not throw him fast.
He's wild.
You give him this sack, you just throw him doing this pull off.
If you make 20,000 a year, you live like a king. He keeps on talking about money crowd. He's going back, he said.
Yeah. Well,
my grandfather had a chili farm.
Big money in that everyone. Old people.
Yeah, because it was during the Depression, he had the money to grease.
When you, when you walking into a mail this way, okay, you're gonna react to that. And if you swear out, you get out there, one way to tax, you tax, you get me there.
I feel like I got more.
Yeah, but most guys don't. Most guys, again, their instincts are to swear out.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, if I were wrestling it, since I know that series so well, I feel like I do, then my instinct then, if you already love, I'm gonna rip it back. But there's the chess game going on.
Yeah.
That's it.
You feel it? Did you go? Feel it? To the head? Right here.
I see mom.
I wouldn't laugh at initially. Now, I think it's a little different than what it is.
That's what I've seen a lot of sports, but I think it's rats. They're staying in
I'm wrestling.
and they do it for themselves.
What I can do, if you allow me some company, now I extend my heel, now I just do a twist, and you're going to your back. It makes and if you react to counter that, if I come here and you square back out, well, if you go there, taking, my back that you working
In
here.
fact, fellas, look up here a second. Get in the coach.
Okay.
The fellow named Susie from Wisconsin, national champion. He was a tall kid, probably 6'4", wrestled about 67, 77. He'd come here and he'd reach back, hook your leg with that inside leg. And he would get you right here in the back. He'd take you right to
Take
the
back?
Yeah, right to the back. He'd take you right back to the back.
I'm courageous enough to do that.
Right, that's what he'd do, right there. He'd nail you right there.
Yeah.
And he was so tall that nobody could get far enough back, he could reach back up their legs. And he'd just take them right to their back.
If you can dive forward and roll that, some people call that cobra,
Yeah.
and roll it, and there's so many things you can do off of.
But
But again, like Doug said, though, we're wrestling a position, not a hold. You get in that position, and you got 5 or 6 things that you know to do, because you know that he's got only certain things he can do.
the main thing is, we're still talking about a man tying up your head. Now, damn it, fellas, when you go back home from here, if you don't have something to do with a man tying up your head, and your head wasn't here, you must realize it's going to happen now. Make sure that you're ready for it.
There's a very famous wrestler from his home state, still coaches in his home state, that on one of his best-selling videos says, if a man reaches for your head, he deserves to get taken down. I don't believe in 90% of what that particular coach teaches, but that one thing, it's a different way of saying what Doug's saying, but I really believe that. If the guy reaches for my head, he deserves to get taken down. I'm going to take him down. Maybe, again, like Doug says, you attack the position and learn something that you do real well. You can take the guy down 100 ways if you reach for your head.
Now, I'll grab your head. Not kind of what Coach Sims, but just this will reinforce what I said. I'll grab your head.
I bet you'll
Not one hand. Now, freestyle, you can't do this. If I come out and tie your head up, I got the 2 hands. You
cannot get your head out. And you can't pull my elbows out either. And you are in trouble. I can put your face on the metal, let you put his out and do a bunch of things. But I'll never grab your head and just grab it. 2 minutes, you don't want to run. That's one of the best one headlocks there is. In the post office. Greco, you can't do it in here. Freestyle can't. Isn't that dumb? That's another dumb rule.
It's considered an illegal headlock, is it not?
Why?
I think the reason Fielder did it is because, just like you said, he can't get his head out and it shuts down offense. And they want points scored. As an official, I'm being evaluated on points being scored. And Field is an officials organization.
Well, he said that for actually about 50 years. Any questions here? Just so you can't do that again, coach. When you get in this move, you hook the leg, but that's what's not happening. Now, go back and read about your back. That's not the only thing you do. I ain't trying to see if you can make it the easiest thing you can do. There's other things you can do.
You can dive forward and roll. If he's one of those guys, if I get him in here and he bends over at all, he's going to come here and end up in the same spot. That's a pretty tight hold, isn't it, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay? I still think the best thing to do is the hip lock and twist him, but there are several things you can do.
Let's do this, hook you guys' leg. Let's just see, you can either come forward and roll, or you can trip and take him backwards. Let's just see you feel it, so you've been in that position, so you know what we're talking about. Tomorrow we'll add some more stuff to it. Tomorrow let's work on more, and then we're ready. Do a couple other things in there. Here. The Monday one is.
And then you're on your back. One year, everybody who has
Again, you know, what you do to get in a position, the 6 or 8 things you know from position, what you do, I know, but we're gonna, the philosophy is the same.
There you go. The more you do something, the more different things you do, the more
If
confident
you lower
you
his
get, the more
level,
you're not
don't get free, you start hopping back on your right leg, so your parallel, you now fall and squeeze.
Now you can go
And I'll
forward.
tell you, right now, as an official, I'm looking at choke there.
Yeah, it's not a choice to get that down.
You tell me your insurance is it doesn't matter whether we're down or where we are. Which hurts you more? This,
Oh, yeah, free leg over straight right there.
this.
Free leg over straight.
Yeah, okay. And I don't have to knock
See
you
how
out
you're
to do
getting
that.
your knee, see?
It's like when I took you down, I wasn't squeezing real hard,
Yeah.
but, you know, there were things that were not feeling what it should be. So, you know, again, we're getting a little too technical.
Ready to go.
First day, they probably 6
Yeah, that's what was hurting right
Yeah.
there. That's like,
I can cause, we can cause excruciating pain out of everybody in the league.
There's a school,
You know, right, 100%. You're not gonna,
they just
a lot of guys don't
push the limit. They'll come around and get you.
I got a really new operation kid on
I think it's not good to you. Make it hard.
So that should be it.
You're sitting on me, you can split my hands one on one. When you
This got so bad here at this one school, this kid was going to the private kid. He read it,
That's another way.
I thought mine
and the other kid beat him.
Yeah, I hate to be in it.
Oh, yeah, Eric, he's taking it down with most things now. You know, he's 20 and I'm 53, and he's in shape, but I'm not.
Yeah.
but I beat the crap out of him Tuesday night
The whole school.
with just, front headlocks and that pinch headlock. He was real mad at the end of the night.
Now, look up here a second. If you take a guy where you like to dive forward and you come with him that way, you end up in a pre-leg over cradle. When you pre-leg over cradle, always cradle the near leg, and then put the back of your head under his jaw. Put it right there. Don't leave your face sticking out. Put the back of your head there. Now when he kicks, he hurts his own jaw. You kick one time, and then he pins. You leave your head out. A lot of times the real squirmy guys, they'll turn and fight, they'll fight, they'll finally get out of that. See what he's doing? See? But if you put your head there, it stops all that crap. Okay, round it up again. Now, one thing, and I want you to definitely leave them with this in your mind, okay? We're going to do this in different positions, but we're going to do it from this position first. Brendan, show me your single leg. Show me, you're wrestling with a man, show me your single leg as real as you can, like you're going to set up a single shoot, okay?
Travis.
We're not talking about fighting, but just show me when I can get ready to do a single. Okay. Travis, you do one. Now Travis, I'll thump you on the head. But I won't, not this time, but I will tomorrow. Promise you. Let's see you do one. Single leg. Okay, other man. Okay, big bucket, let's see you do it. Okay, okay. You shoot one. You got your chin. Matt, big bucket. Okay, is everybody shot?
Exactly.
That, yeah. Okay, Zach, let's see yours. Okay. Fellas, the biggest sin committed in the United States today, I think the whole world too, but I'm just worried about the United States, on a single leg, is a lack of motion. No motion. Nobody creates any motion. And then they wonder why they end up in there on a guy's leg when they kick back in their face on the mat. No damn wonder. He's not going to wait for you. Now look. Travis, come here. Now you do go for done this. Now this is not a means of showing off or anything. I just want to try to prove a point to you. Now we're in wrestling position to shoot for a single. Okay, now hold this a second. Hold this a second. Now I'm straight up. Travis is going to shoot with a single as fast as he can. No, that was slow motion. You're just as real. Whoops, start again. Let's see you shoot. Zach? What am I trying to prove?
You shoot without motion.
You shoot for a single leg from a dead shot, and here's where you're going to end up. Coach is going to shoot for a dead shot for a single leg, and look what he got right here, and you tell me that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's why it happens. You can't get on a good man without some motion. Make him come to you, towards you. Once he circles and steps, boom. Now he cannot move his foot without shifting his weight, and he doesn't have time. I stood up there and watched the Nationals this year, Division I Nationals, over and over and over again, and here's the guy that's supposed to be the best in the country, committing a cardinal sin every time he did a single leg. I never saw any motion. None whatsoever. Okay? Now, Travis, keep apart a second. Okay, now, tie, you grab your head. Now, you grab the elbow. Now, let's say you shoot from right there. Hang on a minute. You shoot him right there without doing anything, he's gonna kick that leg back and sprawl. Right? Right, okay, now. This time, take it again. This time, circle towards me. Okay? That's what I want to do again. Get that motion towards you, in the circle towards you, get that motion and then go. That's all you need. It look like I do. It's a difference getting lucky. If I can post that foot, if I can make you put weight on it, that's what I shoot. You can't change that weight if you shit. And you don't have time to shit. I'll be gone. Underhook, same thing. 2-on-1, same thing. Open position, same thing. The leg other one. Put it on one. Always go away from it. So go away from it. You don't part in it, just want to toward it. So go away from it. Now, everybody gets your partner, you didn't grab your head. You tap your elbow. Pull that elbow into you and step the direction your elbow's going. Your elbow's going around the face, step that way and pull it toward you, wham, still single leg on. When he steps, you hit a single leg. Let's see you do one. Brendan, let's see you do one for me, and then you guys watch up here. Here's what I want. He grabs his head, tied it to the elbow. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to circle and pull it right into that single. There it is. When that foot goes forward, you nail it. If you don't do it, then he's going to sprawl on you every single time. You tell me it doesn't happen, I know it does. Anybody not get in that position? Every time you shoot for a single, you get there because you did a dead shot single. And most singles I saw this year were dead shot singles, and they're not worth a damn on a good man. In fact, I'll tell you what I want you to do first. Brandon, stand right in front of Travis. And single leg distance, just like your single leg distance. Okay, now you stand up, Brandon. Now, Travis, you see how fast you're going, Brandon, don't be there. You hesitate. You shoot, man, be as fast as you can there. There you go. You understand what I'm trying to teach you? You're in single leg position, aren't you? Get it like you're working singles again. Get there again, close, get up, tight up. Well, okay, now tie up. I mean, be right, okay, there. Now, you're going to stand up. Oh, well, one of them. Okay, now, he's going to shoot for a single. Okay, go back. Let's see all of you do that in just a minute. I want you to get the idea in mind. This is going to happen in your...
You know, when I'm recruiting kids, I'm looking at it very much.
This is the number one thing.
I tell you, you look at, a lot of them kind of, you're so bad. I was wondering if I was Sanderson. Yes.
Sanderson does very little.
Sanderson is my hit.
Sanderson ran the show on the end of the hospital. There you go. Okay, now let's tie that elbow and let's create motion. And when that foot comes forward, man, you don't realize how hard you can hit that guy when he's coming towards you at the same time. Here he is doing this, and you're meeting halfway through it. And that head will just nail him. I'm not saying you're going to try to hit him in the ball. That's not the point at all. But if you do, that's not your problem. You don't worry about that. You just nail it. You hit it with your head tucked.
And guys, you know that foot's going to come towards you. So don't wait till he puts it down to shoot. Lower your level and attack as you're moving, because the best time to actually take the shot is after the foot's coming here. Because by the time you get to it, he's got it planted and he can't move it again. But anticipate. That's part of setting the guy up, is knowing what his instincts are. Coach said a while ago, beat him at what he does. Beat him at his own instincts. So if you circle, you know that foot's coming towards you. You guys were here last night, we did the same thing from an offensive position when you control the tie, right? You anticipate it. If I move him, if his right foot's coming towards me, strong side attack. If he leaves it behind, then I've got a weak side attack. We did that last night for about an hour and a half. This is the same thing, just a little different position. Go ahead.
Okay. There you go. There you
So
go.
you get your head inside, but that's the right thing to do, Travis.
You good? You can't,
Good.
you can't move. If you hit him with your head tucked, you'll knock him down. You hit me with your head hot tucked, you won't.
Okay, move him, and
That's my number one best thing with this. Everybody knows it. You can't stop it.
okay. If I'm here, I stand here, if I did this, he just stepped out, he didn't. Okay? Yeah, come here like this.
Now, let me show you something while you're there. Don't come in here, but just be aware of this. Be aware of this. If this foot is forward and you tack this way, and you hit that leg, you're going to end up hitting with your head outside. I don't care as long as you don't stay here. I want you to switch it to a double. You switch it to a double and I'll bite. You stay in there on a single, and then you can come up with it pretty hard. I wouldn't do it. I'd be real leery. Okay, so personally, I really lead with the leg under the arm you got a hold of. That's the one that feels the best. And you can learn the other one as you go. All right, let's go. I see somebody leading with one leg doing the other side. There you go, Brendan. Feel it? Feel it? Tuck that head and nail it. That head hit you. Okay, you get out. Get outside single, switch to a double. Okay, is that the way you like to do it? All right, I'll back. Look.
Now, you were already in good position, and then you took your head out on your own. If it's in there, so you were in good position, if you
You
change.
just bring them to you. You just come in and say,
Move him. Try to step with the top flat, okay? There you go, there you go, there you go.
Now you feel it? There you go. You
Good.
had to feel that. I mean, it just feels too good when you do it that way.
You throw an elbow in there, Adam. Not bad. So once I have it says.
There it is. There you go. Left foot, left foot.
Out there. Okay, if I'm in here, if I wrestle anytime I see an elbow out, just go ahead and tie me up and you throw an elbow out like you had it. Anytime that elbow's out, I can beat that. About 6 different ways. So I'm coming in here, and now, circling. I step, you're already lower your level, just let go, keep your head in here, and just drive right through me. I'm a football player at this point, you just drive, go.
Okay,
Here we go. Yeah.
you both hands on the shoulder.
You gotta understand.
You did one hand out.
Look, he has to be wait before you put your leg back. And you should already be on it.
Yeah, see, most of them much for deep, right? That's, good thing. Yeah, these come right there, boom, take right to the butt, right out that.
There you go, there you go. That's it, that's it. And again, with your range, step hard, and you won't, as long as you are, get on me. When I hit the mat and I'm wrestling you, you should never be that low on me, because I can beat that. As long as you are, if your range is good, when we hit, you ought to be
Up in the hips.
right here. Yeah, with your head right here more. Because if you're down there low, I'm pretty good at all this kind of crap, okay? But if you're up here on me, and you're driving that head, where's my counter offense now? Okay? So take advantage. I guarantee I'm gonna take advantage of being vertically challenged. You better take advantage of being tall.
Come here just for a second. Let me show you something as simple as it is that works. And this was something I never had done before, but it's one of those situations that didn't happen, but it fits in the other way. But I used this always to the limit. As long as it kept working, I never changed it. Everybody thinking, you only use one hold, that's all I have to use. I don't want to use any more than I have to use. I don't want to know any more about me than they know, I don't care. But here was instincts. And I never thought about this before.
well, I knew about the instinct thing, but I never thought about going out catching a guy here necessarily. I had my stance, and I always try to get inside, so I put my hand right there. What do you think everybody did? They grabbed my elbow. Every single person grabbed my elbow. Why? He's getting ready to a farmer's carrier or a dump. Right? But he had no child. I would come here, he'd grab my elbow, and the next thing, I lowered my level, the next thing he hit would be my head. Yeah. I won the Olympics that thing. I pinned 5 guys from that position. And knocked them right on the ass, climbed out of the cradle. Just, I mean, as soon as I was going for the cradle, before they hit.